This is the Steamroller 2015 number 2 scenario called Two Fronts. There is kill box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for dominating your close zone, 1 for controlling the far zone, and 2 for dominating it. You can't do either of those though until you destroy the enemy objective, and if you do so, that's another control point. So here's Jack's army, his Signar being led by Sloan. And it's a little bit different because he has 2 Grenadiers being led there by the Gun Mages, so you don't normally see that. And on the other side here, Tom's beautiful Mercenaries army, where he's going with MacBain. Now in this matchup here, Jack did win the initiative, so Signar will be going first. But this is kind of an odd one here, where there's a lot of infantry there on the right, or the Mercenaries, where they can really be shot up by all these Gun Mages and Grenadiers, but unfortunately at the same time there's also some stealth in there will cause a little bit of issue, but more importantly there's MacBain's feat in countermeasures. So it's going to be very important here for Jack to get up the board, for Sloan to really be threatening a lot of the board to make him feat right away, because if he can hold back that feat just 1 turn, it's going to be a lot bigger of a deal. So a lot of stuff here kind of moving up. Of course, you want to get that chain gun there into position. And otherwise, yeah, he has the Rangers going up, making sure they'll still have prowl, so they won't get any shots. Gun Mages get into position and really passing a turn like that. So he is going to be allocating 1 to the Galleon. It's going to be going up. MacBain's going to come up here, pop his feet. He's going to put down these green little markers in a while. But he also has the countermeasures we talked about onto the NIS. That's the one where if you're within 5 inches of model unit, they just can't shoot, so it's a big deal. Also the one on the Galleon where it gets extra armor, and also ignores crippled system, so very great spell for a Jack. Then in this, they're just going to be rushing up. Tactical Arcanist Corps getting up there, his Kayazi Assassins and Eliminators getting up there, and now it's on a Jack to try and do some damage to these models. So he passes out a little bit of focus to his defenders, otherwise that's really it. And he's going to try and kill whatever he can. Now here on the top, he's going to first go with his Rangers, starting to shoot, and he realizes, oh yeah, countermeasures. He didn't really think of that spell, so the Rangers do nothing. So what he can do though is try and shoot at these models. Now even if they're feed on by MacBain, they'll automatically tough basically, but he can knock them down. So that's what he's going to start doing with it. First is chain gun, just trying to shoot up as many models as he can to really reduce their effectiveness. You know, even shooting models like this, at least they can't aim, you know, because at the forfeit their, at least their movement to get back up. Now, a big mistake here, Sloan went and aimed, and with that, she gets to ignore stealth, shoots Iris, and she is going to auto-tough, but she'll be knocked down. But in doing so, we realize she did not get out of the kill box. This is going to be a huge, massive deal. Giving 2 control points this early to the Mercenaries is going to be tough, and it's going to put them in a really hard position. But it's one of those easy things you can easily forget. But now these Grenadiers are going to do some great work. They're shooting over here. They killed off 2 of the Tactical Arcanist Corps. Last one barely alive. Some other scatters also killed off some Kayazi Assassins. So, you know, that's doing some work. Meanwhile, he's going to have the Gun Mages go at the top here, and they're going to shoot down whatever NIS they can. There's a little bit of jostling here to make sure that the Gun Mages are where he needs them to for command and all that stuff. But they're going to start shooting at those NIS. And again, just, you know, sure, the ones that are auto-tough will be knocked down, but also getting some shots on the ones further back, trying to really just thin them out so they'll be not as effective as possible. So a few more shots here, thinning down the herd, and then we're going to have to see what the mercenary player is going to do. Now again, being up 2 points, they can get a lot done here. Will he go for the top zone, destroy the objective now that he can, try and, you know, clear out that zone? There is nothing in the bottom zone, so MacBain can just step in there for 1 more point. But yeah, he is going to be upkeeping both of his spells, putting some focus onto the Galleon. He's going to go with the NIS first, and they're going to kind of get in there. And I mean, that's a big deal because not only are they jamming, but remember that countermeasure 5-inch bubble is just getting deeper and deeper into the shooty Sloan army, and that's not what they want to see. After that, Galleon's going to be charging the objective. That objective is going to die. So that's going to be putting the mercenaries up to 3 control points and really put them in a solid spot. After this here, he just kind of ran with the eliminators, got them into the zone. The Kayazi got off 1 charge, other ones is running into there. The Kayazi actually missing even a gang on a Forge Guard because double ones does that. The one Tactical Arcanist Core, Jack is going to hate the fact that he didn't kill it because now it's there for a cloud. MacBain goes behind it. He gets another as he dominates his friendly zone, and it's 4 points to nothing. Now this is where Jack really has to think this one out. He's trying to find out, is there some way he can get an assassination kill or something, because clearly he's not going to win this long game now. He needs to find out something decisive or something. I mean, at least the feat's gone, but he's going to go first with his Forge Guard here. And the nice thing for him, he has Murdoch onto them, so even if they go and make a big huge line, he'll be able to see through. But they all try and swing, and Mat 7's pretty nice. But after all that, they're only able to kill off 2 models, so not really that much. He's trying to find some way to get around this cloud. I mean, that's really the problem here, is that cloud is in a great position just to be blocking lots and lots of line of sight. The Grenadiers have arcing fire, but those don't ignore clouds. So that's kind of a problem. He's going to be doing a run here with the Rangers. That's going to get him to a spot where he actually has MacBain marked. So that's kind of important. So that's the first step. And now he needs to clear things up here on the top so he can get his guys through to shoot. So again, he's having to kind of very carefully look at these. He's also going to be coming up here now with Sloan popping feet and trying to do some damage to the Galleon. Because, I mean, another way to do this is that if he kills off the Galleon and is able to deal with these NIS over here, well, you know, he can start flooding the zone, throwing some stuff in there, and maybe stall the scenario long enough. However, as he starts going after this Galleon, his dice is just horrendously bad. And so the Galleon, I mean, when you're shooting at it with Weapon Master attacks and stuff like this, I mean, it does have an armor buff on it, but he's doing like 2 points of damage, even when he shoots it with like a boosted defender shot and stuff like this. And 2 points of damage just won't be enough to really get anything done. So now he's realizing that that bottom defender is going to need to actually run into the zone, because if he cannot kill, he has to get something solid into that zone. So first he's going to see if the assassination is going to work, so he has to clear things off at the top. Tom, of course, doing his countermeasure dance. So, you know, it's just saying like, oh, this is going to be tough for you. And so Jack is going to try and figure out how to get these things around here. So to make some room, he actually goes and kills off one of his own models with a Sloan feet shot. Now he's going to be running these guys here, his weapon team, actually to try and more block line of sight. Because he wants to kind of get into a spot, I guess, where the what is it called? The Grenadier can come here and shoot, but once he lines this whole thing up and is done, it turns out, well, he can't even shoot because of countermeasures. So the whole idea for the assassination is a fail. Now he just needs to try and get this defender into the zone, and I kind of hope that maybe he survives and maybe he can just kind of go and do something. So after some shots here, he's able, from the other Grenadier, he's able to kill off the Kayazi. That's going to open up a hole so he can actually get in here with the defender to stall the scenario, at least for a turn. The gun mages are going to run over here to block the Kayazi assassination, and then he's going to pass the turn. So really, Tom has a couple of options. He can still probably pull off the assassination if he tries hard. The Galleon can just go and pull out the defender, or he can just kill off that one weapon team and the Grenadier. So he's looking at this, trying to see what's going to be the easiest way to do this. The hardest part with the defender is going to be the roll to hit. I mean, with boosted, it's not really that hard. But again, if he misses, the whole thing fails. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, he's really kind of fallen in for it. So between jackhammering and stuff like that, he figures that the easiest way is going to be just to kill those 2 models. So he's going to come over here. His Nis are going to do some attacks, getting out of the way really is what they're really going to do. He also killed off the 1 ranger that was there as well, that was in the zone. And now he's going to come over here and start attacking. He learns the thing where you kill from the weapon team, you have to kill the other guy first. And then eventually he's able to kill them all and control to get the last point. So he's going to come here, jackhammer, and get the win. Alright, so the game is now over. Poor Kara Sloan. So what do you guys think of the game?
I love it when a plan comes together. Like, it was kind of one of those things going in where I knew there was a good chance he was going to drop Signar, so I had an anti-Signar list in Drake MacBain there.
Was playing Signar.
Yeah.
Striker. And
Well, but you could have brought Trolls. Right?
True.
But I figured, and I want to play more with Drake MacBain, because I think he's got a lot of really cool tool spells. And
countermeasures?
Yeah, holy shit.
Countermeasures.
That spell can be a game changer.
Yeah, it was a game changer. I thought this is really, my Sloan list is a showcase for the Grenadiers, because I'm going to make Grenadiers cool again. Actually, I'm going to make Grenadiers cool. Period.
Fair.
I'm trying to make him do some work. They did some work in this game. Forgot about countermeasures, a couple other hiccups here and there, but kind of came down. You had a very good list to counter my list.
And you killboxed yourself turn 1, which did not help.
Turn 2.
Yeah.
Or whatever. The first possible turn to killbox yourself, you did.
As soon as I had a chance. But Kara versus Kayazi, I mean, that's killboxes.
Yeah, I guess it was a safe plan. Like, had you come closer towards me, I would have had a lot more aggression towards you almost immediately.
And if you would have knocked down Iris could have shot Sloan, and then next turn would have been sad.
Well, Iris was so far up. Pronunciation on that one, we got to figure out. I mean,
Is it Iris or Iris?
Do they have a phonetic? Because they have it in the beginning.
No. The only thing they care about is like playing with your models. They have to be painted.
No. In the rule book, you open it up and it has a phonetic. So people say Cador or whatever. They make up their own thing. It is K-Door, Khay.
Okay, so what's the right one for Iris? Or is it like
they don't have the phonetics for her. All the
I wish I could roll my R's because I would totally do that.
Iris.
Eris.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You gotta get that guttural like.
I can't. Like, I learned Russian, which is more of like a sound than anything else.
So how about terrain, guys? This is the first time I tried the 2D terrain. What are your thoughts on that?
I kind of loved it for everything but the hills.
Trees. I liked having the trees, but you're right. The physical presence of the hills.
Like, it's great to be able to place anywhere on the base of it, but ultimately, when it comes down to, I feel that you really need to, if you're running this at a tournament, have a declaration of what actual height it is. Mm-hmm. So, like, one of the things that Malifaux does is have a system where you declare the height.
Now?
Yeah, it is.
It's a plug.
Well, no, not really.
That's cool.
But you have a height system built into the game.
Oh my god, Malifaux sounds amazing. Tell me more.
Right, but like certain models have different heights, and then you declare the height of all scenery when you go into the game.
Alright.
So, like, maybe even talking about those, because it matters for if you're going to be shooting over models using the hill.
Absolutely.
My best at the show, like, is on the one side it shows how high things have to be to block line of sight. So small models, it's pretty high. Like, it's a good 2 inches something high. And so
That's
most hills aren't like that.
But you can get some hills.
Ooh, 3/4.
And I think that's why this set doesn't have buildings, because buildings normally do matter, right? They are bigger than that. But I think that's why hills fell in, because normally hills aren't that big.
But it's also like a 3 or 4 tier hill.
Fair.
Right?
Like those don't look like hills to me. They look like obstacles. I thought that in the cliff. From a tournament perspective, not having my forge guard fall off the edges was really cool. But I mean, I also have hills at home that have perfectly flat edges. I mean, they look like a topographic potato.
Yeah.
But at least then you guys aren't going off the edge.
Have you seen the like shitty trailer for Deadpool?
No, but I did see Deadpool versus Deadpool, which was pretty sweet.
No, it's like at one point. Oh, I'm trying to remember who it was. It was one of the characters described Deadpool as if Freddy Krueger face fucked a topographical map of Utah.
Fair enough.
Sorry, you said topographical and it just cued it for me.
It's
You're still being recorded.
yeah, we're
We swore when we were playing. It's okay.
we're those kind of people. Trench templates, fantastic. If you could just buy a set of trench templates,
And the water was
amazing.
pretty good too.
Like the water, and hands down, let me be the first declaration. I feel that any water train ever setting upon the table, any water train, should be edge of the piece of terrain, straight up, straight down. That's my feelings.
Yeah, simplicity's sake, right? Like if they've got the boundaries, kind of being able to declare it as
Oh, he's on the shore. No.
It works because it works the same way for trees, hills, trenches. Why the fuck not for water?
Bingo.
Now, if you are on the shore, do you get a romantic bonus? Is that part of the rules yet?
Only if you're base to base.
With another player.
Of the opposite. Well,
No.
Liberal.
Let's not judge. This is Canada.
Yeah.
And even the States now, it's official. You can actually love people of the opposite sex and not be persecuted.
Yeah, actually, after Pope Francis said that, I mean, you can be gay and love God all at the same time. It's fantastic. We're getting a little political here now.
Yeah, right.
We are.
So I guess bring it back to the game. Do you have any more questions about the game, Brian?
No, I think that we pretty much covered how this one went. I mean, unless you have any final thoughts of, what you thought were the biggest things, Tom.
I had a painted army.
Oh, that's probably was it.
I'm moving to China, so I don't have time to paint an army.
Oh, okay. We
But
can get
this
paid
defender
there.
looks really good.
Is this
And
one of
this-
those that Steve painted?
Okay, this Reinhold looks really good, and I did have painted gun mages, and because,
Reinhold does look very nice.
right?
I
And
like
because
that.
these gun mages,
Except for right here, the wash pooled too much.
So that's probably why your army was like half effective.
It's deep shadow.
Deep shadow. The deep V.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for the game.
Thank you.